Hello. Welcome to the very first episode of my Spiti trip series. It's going to be a 9-day trip, and this is almost the entire route we have. We flew in from Eindhoven into Mumbai and then Mumbai to Chandigarh. We reached Chandigarh around 6 in the evening, so we were already jet lagged, wanted a break, had dinner, rested up because we had to leave early to skip the Chandigarh traffic. But Indian Standard Time, I guess, we left at around 10 the next day. I've been very excited for this trip and we're finally kicking things off. And this first episode is all about the trip from Chandigarh to Shimla to Narkanda and then Rampur via Kinnaur. Chandigarh was very hot, around 40 degrees Celsius, and I was hoping to reach Shimla as soon as possible. And this was my first time in Shimla as well, so it was very splendid to look at the winding roads, the pine trees, and that colonial hill station charm. And but today we're not stopping at Shimla for long. We have bigger things ahead, like a cozy night in Narkanda. Alright, guys, we finally made it to Narkanda. Just look at this place. This looks like a secret little getaway that's not overcrowded by tourists in Shimla. We reached around, I think, sunset, and this is that beautiful view from our room. This is the apple farms in Narkanda. All that covering is to protect the apples from hailstorms and rain and all of that. It wasn't harvest season yet, and this is how the apples looked. So beautiful. After a peaceful night in Narkanda, it's time to hit the road again. Today's destination is Rampur, but we are going to be driving through Kinnaur, a region famous for its incredible landscapes and, let's be real, hair raising mountain roads. We've made a pit stop to catch our breath and take in this beauty, and also to have some lunch, of course. The landscapes here in Kinnaur are wild, unpredictable, and absolutely breathtaking. That right there, that river, is Sutlej River. And this was the view from our restaurant where we were having lunch. I wish I could have lunch to this view every day. I'm planning on keeping a track of the rock structure in this entire trip of Spiti Valley because Spiti is known as a cold desert, and I'm assuming the mountains change, the rock structures change throughout this trip. We're driving through Kinnaur, and the roads here are, let's just say, not for the faint hearted, but every turn reveals another stunning view. But we have to give it to BRO, Border Road Organization. These are some of the perfect roads I've seen, and I wasn't expecting the roads to be this amazing, this smooth, because even in the biggest cities, we have terrible roads, let's be honest. Welcome to Kinnaur in Himachal Pradesh. Today's main attraction was the Kinnaur Gate. As we enter Kinnaur, we've reached one of the most fascinating landmarks, that is the Kinnaur Gate. What makes this gate so special is that it's carved from one single massive stone. It's incredible to think how something this grand was created with such precision, standing tall as the gateway to one of the most beautiful and remote regions in Himachal. We were stopped here in front of this beautiful waterfall because there was some politician or some kind of VIP that was in the area. Not a huge fan of VIP culture, but I really didn't mind. As we drive towards Rampur, let me tell you, the roads we are on is one of the most dangerous in the world. With steep cliffs on one side and deep ravines on the other, the road seems to literally hang on by a thread at times. Because at times you feel like there's space only for one vehicle and you have another vehicle coming from the opposite direction. There's literally no room for error. But hey, I had complete trust on our driver. He was one of the best I've seen. The views are jaw dropping though. On one side, you have the rugged Himalayas, and on the other, you have wild rivers carving their way through the valley. We saw two rivers, the Beas River and the Sutlej River. These rivers aren't just beautiful, they're powerful. In fact, the region is home to some of India's largest hydroelectric power plants, harnessing the force of these fast moving rivers to generate energy for the entire state. It's a reminder of just how strong nature is and how people have learned to work with it in these remote areas. This is where you see nature and technology collide in the most dramatic of ways. If you notice the landscape in this video here, both sides of the river are two contrasts. One is dry and the other side it's full of life. Before I wrap up this episode, I just want to say how crazy this journey has been so far. But hey, this is just the beginning. The best is yet to come. Make sure you've subscribed and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out. See you soon. Bye bye.